Hi guys, it is Cara theBubblelush, and it is Sunday night of Labor Day weekend. It has been such a long day. It's been a long weekend. It's going to continue to be a long weekend. I'm home Monday and Tuesday, so I have an extremely long weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days. 5-day weekend. And I'm only in the middle of it. I feel like I kind of haven't gotten anything done, and then I kind of feel like I have been running nonstop for the past 3 days. So Hannah was just kind of manic today, all over. She really did not take a very good afternoon nap. She was down, totally passed out, and then like 10 minutes later woke up and just refused to go back down. And she does this thing where, like, when she doesn't nap very well, not only is she cranky, but she's not very coordinated. And so she just kind of like fumbles all over the place, and she falls down, she bumps her head, and it's like she wants to do, she wants to, we have these little like fabric carpet kind of covered stairs that dogs use to climb onto sofas, right? We got them because my mom has Pomeranians, so we have like a tall set so that they can get on to the bed, the guest bed, and then we have kind of a short set so they can get onto the couch. And we don't have the tall set up here because Hannah would really just hurt herself. But the short set is, it's not very tall. It's like that tall. I don't know. It's 3 tiny little stairs, and Hannah likes to go up them and get on the couch. And then she is lately off the couch. She's been really, really good at turning around and sliding off. I think they call it the safety slide. At least that's what they call it at Gymboree. I don't know. Down the stairs is a whole other thing. She likes to face out as she goes down the stairs, which scares the bejeebers out of me. And I have to really watch her and make sure that she turns around and goes down them nice. Anyway. So all night she was just like trying to get up the stairs and like fumbling all over herself and crying and constantly hungry. And Hannah is like a 1 poop a day kind of girl. She's very consistent, I guess. And I don't know if she's teething or what, but I think she had like 6 dirty diapers today. It was like ridiculous. And so she went from being like totally normal to like ridiculous rash in like, I don't know, 8 hours. So it was just like a day that I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready to just tap out. Sweet pie, you need to sleep. And during Big Brother, we cuddled up on the love seat and she nursed, and before the nominations were even revealed, she was like sawing logs. So I put her down, and she has been sleeping silently for, I don't know, the past hour and a half. So so I wanted to tell you that kind of my day, I'm a little done. She just kind of preface this, but the whole point of me making vlogs, let me turn this back on. The whole point of me making vlogs is that I just kind of like to chronicle my life, and I like to, I have this weird hair. There we go. It's kind of like my diary or my journal, and when I have an idea or a thought or a concern, I share it and I record it. So yesterday, Hannah and I've been trying to think of first birthday gifts. Hannah has a lot of toys, and she seems to be outgrowing a lot of them. So I've been kind of constantly searching for like, what are really good, first birthday, like learning presents. And on that, I stumbled onto like some parenting and not parenting, but like kind of preschool educational type blogs. And so that's why I've been doing a lot of like sensory activities with her, trying to get her to kind of calm down in the afternoon and sit and focus, even if it's just for like 10 minutes. Hannah is sometimes she's like a ping pong ball in the afternoon. She's just bounces off the walls, and like I'll have like a stack of folded laundry, and she'll just take it and she'll just like throw it across the room, and like you're just kind of like, what is wrong with you? You were such a sweet little girl this morning, and this afternoon you're like crazy woman. So even though she's very, very young, I understand she's not going to sit and like play nice for like hours on end or anything. She doesn't really sit still at all unless she's eating. But so I've been doing these activities with her where, like, you know, I set out a towel and I give her something like to do. And usually I'll sit down with her and I'll kind of introduce the activity, and I'll kind of show her, like, you can move it from here to here, or you can do this with it. And then I back away and I just kind of let her play. And so that's why I put up that vlog yesterday showing you about like what she's doing, like where she's moving ice cubes like all around the different little compartmentalized tray, and she's putting them in the warm water. And it started out really warm, and then of course it got cooler and cooler as she was adding more ice cubes to it. And the weird thing was that instead of like, I don't know, taking that idea and like morphing it into what would work for your child, because every child is different. Every child is at a different developmental stage. All I got was this ridiculous feedback about choking, and lots of private messages about being an irresponsible parent because I'm like letting her play with a choking hazard. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was 18 inches away from her. Like, she was right there. What would you rather me do? Like, if I need to fix dinner or something, would you rather me just like let her run around the house where I can't see her? Or trap her in the pack and play where she's really unhappy? Or should I give her an activity that she's like actually learning something? I don't know. I thought I was just sharing a tip. Like, this is what has been working awesome for us. So anyways, that's kind of me defending, like, I don't really understand where all this negativity is coming off. But I wanted to tell you something that like really cool happened. So when I was introducing Hannah to the topic of like, you know, ice is cold and this water is hot. Cold, hot, cold, hot. And so I would take her hand and I would touch the ice cubes and I'd say cold. And I would take her hand and I would touch the warm water and I would say hot. And then I showed her, you know, like how you can move the ice cubes around and stuff, right? Okay. And so periodically I would bend back down and I would like have her touch the ice cube and I'd say cold, and then I'd have her touch the water and I would say hot. And just so you know, I was like taking the water every once in a while and like dumping it out and putting warm water again so they would melt the ice cubes. And so that night, it was just like this amazing moment of, Hannah was getting to the point where she was like repeating the words like in, you know, Hannah speak. She's not very good at cold, but she was getting really good at hot. And so later that night, it was bath time, and I'm filling up the bathtub, and Hannah reaches in to the running water of the faucet, and then she touches the water that is like already filling up the bathtub, and she looks up at me and she says, in Hannah speak, hot, which is hot. That's exactly how she was saying it before, hot. She doesn't know T's yet, hot. And it was just this like amazing correlation of like hot water. I don't know. It was just really, really neat. It was a really neat moment. And I felt like I was actually like teaching her something. And so I just felt so like, I don't know, I guess almost violated that like this parenting moment, like, you know, that I had with Hannah that was like so great. You know, I had just shared the concept with you, and then it just became like so toxic. So just like please keep that in mind. Like, even when you make the comment of like, you know, I wouldn't let my baby play with ice because I think it's choking hazard. Like, even if you don't mean it to sound like that, that's kind of what it sounds like. It's like, you know, I wouldn't put my child in danger, but it's okay if you want to. Like, I don't know. it was just kind of weird. That's how I took it, and I'm being super sensitive about it, but I let you guys in, and I, sometimes I guess I just expect a little respect back. That being said, on the whole topic of like, do you even know me? What is up with this Facebook game about breast cancer? So I'll let you in on a little secret. Squeaky chair. On Facebook, I get a lot of messages. Okay, and sometimes when you send me a message, you catch me at a really good time, and I'm either in front of my computer or I'm at work and I have a minute to respond to you. And sometimes you catch me at a bad time when I'm checking my messages on my iPod Touch, and it takes me 5 million years to type out a response on the tiny little iPod Touch. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll respond to that later, and then life gets in the way, and I'm a horrible person and I never respond. But please know that I read every message that looks like it's a direct message to me and not spam. That being said, I was getting a lot of messages where it was like, from so-and-so to you and 157 other people. And like, to me, that just screams spam, and I fly right past it. Or I see, like in the messages, like, it's that time again, and I know it's like, ugh, that stupid bra thing. Or it's one of the, I see like the word game in there, and I'm like, I'm not interested in playing games. Sometimes I'll do Farmville or Cityville, but really, I do not have the time anymore. And so I was skipping all of these messages, and I heard some talk about a breast cancer game, and again, I thought the breast cancer game was like a Farmville game, or like a Cityville game, and I was like, what in the world was Zynga thinking, making like a game about breast cancer? Like, that is weird. And something about like faking pregnancies? What in the world? And so I wasn't paying any attention. And then I made the connection that there was this message that was being sent out. Send this to all of your female friends. Don't tell any of the men. And it's to raise awareness about breast cancer. And whatever your birth month is corresponds to how many weeks pregnant you are. And then what day of the month you were born on corresponds to what you're craving. And in your message, you're supposed to say, I'm blank number of weeks pregnant, and I'm craving blank. And this is to raise awareness about breast cancer. And, purposely, I did not go back and look at the people that sent me this message, because I don't think I would ever be able to respect you again. I don't understand how someone could forward this message to anybody, because it's so stupid. Really, I don't understand what is the correlation between raising awareness for breast cancer and faking a pregnancy, just to, I don't know, get a rise out of the people that are looking at your status update. So maybe in the general public, I can understand how people would be like, ah ha ha, this is funny. But like, to forward it to anybody in the infertility community, and to forward it to me, like, my Facebook account is, that's Carla the Bubblelush. You guys really should only know about that if you know about, my YouTube channel and my struggle with infertility, and like, I don't think that's funny. If I posted a status saying like, I think mine was like, I don't know, 9 weeks pregnant and I'm craving lollipops or something, I don't know. I think I would get a lot of people's hopes up. And then when they realized that I was just, ha ha ha, raise awareness about breast cancer, I'm pretty sure people would think I was a giant jerk and really inconsiderate. And I'm pretty sure I would lose a lot of respect. And rightly so, because it's ridiculous. And I just don't think people really kind of thought it through. So, I don't know what I expect to come from this. I just thought it was really, really poor taste. Like, really poor taste. And I hope that no one in the infertility community was had their feelings hurt by this thing that was going around. Some people just don't think. Some people just do not think of how it affects others. I don't know. I'm really just kind of amazed that people let this go viral. and no one realized this is kind of stupid. Like, the bra color, I could totally understand that. Bras, boobs, raise awareness about breast cancer, fine. The thing about your purse, like, I like it on the counter, and that's like where you leave your purse is on the counter. Like, okay, kind of funny. Wouldn't put it on my personal Facebook, but like, okay, kind of funny. But not really about breast cancer, but kind of funny. But the faking the pregnancy is way past the line. Like, so far past the line, like, you can't even see it. Can't even see it. So, what is your take on this Facebook game? Leave it below. Yeah. And going back to the ice cube thing, today I mixed it up and I gave Hannah dry bow tie pasta. Because that's what I made for dinner. I bought like a 99-cent bag at Trader Joe's. I used half of it, and so I had like it just sitting on the counter, and I was like, this is kind of interesting. Maybe she'll like this. So I poured a quarter of the bag, or half of the remaining bag, so 25 cents worth, into the trays, and I also included an ice cube tray. So it has, like 12 or so little, maybe even more than that, little compartments for her to put, and I put an individual bow tie in each one. And then I would take a bow tie out of one of them, so there would be a bow tie in every cubby but one, and then I'd point to it and I'd go, uh-oh, and Hannah would grab a bow tie and put it in the empty little slot. Oh, it was so great. So that is just an idea of like something different you can do if ice really freaks you out. Ice melts, but whatever. And again, if you're worried about choking, and especially if you have children under 3 in the house, I really, really encourage you to contact your local hospital, your local Red Cross, and find out when they have a training session. If you have children in the house, you really should be CPR and first aid certified. I have been for years and years and years. No, I will not do a video about how, I won't do a video about any of it. Nope. If you want to know, you should really go get trained by someone that is certified to train you. I don't want that responsibility. So, but I will encourage you to look it up and get certified. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a cost. And a lot of times, if you contact hospitals, it's part of their, like, prenatal classes. They offer like a first aid CPR class, and you might not get certified, but you will go through the training. And I know at least at my hospital, they had the dolls that you could practice on, so it was basically geared towards infant and small child CPR, and they also did a little bit of adult, but it was mainly geared towards kids, and that was great as like a little refresher course and a training course for my husband. So it's not just you. If your husband is ever alone, or your partner or boyfriend or whoever is ever alone with the kids, he should also know, or she, or whoever. Any caregiver of small children should know CPR and first aid. I'm done. I'm fried. I'm totally done. I'm going to go work on Hannah's decorations. Don't you want to know? Don't you want to know? I'm so excited about her party. It's going to be very small, but it's going to be very special. So, yep, that's it. Love you a long time. Bye.